Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly calls for urgent intervention in the water sector. Researchers identify major challenges facing construction industry in the country. Plus, National Summit on implementing dual mandate system in education colleges holds in Abuja. Hello there, very good morning, and thank you for joining us on NTOU News. My name is Clement Barikui, and don't forget that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like us and share. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has passed a resolution calling on state government to urgently rectify and rehabilitate pipeline network and water infrastructure across major cities in the state. Assembly correspondent in Sikak Okon report that the motion is sponsored by a member representing Uran State constituency, Itoro Etim.
Member representing Oran State constituency, Toretim, says the pipes are deteriorating and are either rusted or blocked, hindering the supply of clean and safe water to residents.
Iron pipelines laid over 20 years are either rusty or blocked, thereby impeding the flow of clean water for our people. Further aware that due to unavailability of pipeline water, anyone building a house has to sink a borehole, making boreholes rampant and scattered in every street within the town, with its attendant negative impacts. Concerned that for an Akwa Ibom of a dream to be birthed, an Akwa Ibom that is a tourist destination, certain developmental strides have to be put in place, and one of such is pipeline reticulation and rehabilitation of waterworks in major cities of the state.
Some lawmakers, while expressing concern over the unregulated spread of boreholes, urged the state government to provide a centralized water system.
For us to fight stunted growth and other deficiencies, we need clean water. Mr. Speaker, it's an eyesore that government have made effort to bring about agencies that can ensure that we have clean water in not just the metropolitan cities, but in rural communities. But most of these agencies are not funded. Every house seems to have a borehole. The inherent risk of this is contamination of the groundwater beneath our surface. This is not an issue at the moment, but if the average lifespan of a borehole is 10 to 15 years, I think the state government should find a way to ensure that we have central pipe-borne water, like my honorable colleague has said.
A group or a company goes to construct road, it destroys the pipe and it is abandoned. So, Mr. Speaker, it is hard. This motion, it is hard to handle it and get in touch with the governor. They will look for a way to handle that so that people in the rural areas can benefit on this water.
Speaker Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Ude Motong, while commending the sponsor of the motion for presenting the matter of urgent consideration, directed the clerk to communicate the resolution of the House to the state governor.
You agree with me that prayers number 1, 2, 3 should form part of the resolution. Do you agree?
Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
Now to education. Inadequate digital technology, problems of non-collaboration and information sharing, engagement of quacks instead of professionals, skill gap and non-involvement of soil scientists are some of the major challenges facing construction industry in the country. These are the issues raised at the press briefing to share the success of partnership research between the University of Uyo and Edinburgh Napier University, funded through British Council Transnational Education Grant Project. Wisdom Jacob tells us more.
The principal investigator, Professor Emmanuel Akpabio, says the project aims to revolutionize TVET in construction education by harnessing digital technologies. He speaks on the success of British Council grant proposal leveraging digital technologies to drive sustainability, inclusiveness, employability in technical, vocational education and training (TVET) for construction.
Then the objective also to promote sustainability, foster sustainable practices in the construction industry. As I said earlier, if you say the construction industry shouldn't just be like, oh, you just erect something. But you have to think of sustainability. For instance, energy conservation. You have to think about waste management system, because you make construction that use less energy to maximize whatever you have, not the one that takes so much. In waste recycling, waste management, these are the old hallmark of the new, the fourth industrial revolution.
The principal and co-investigators further speak on the importance of TVET.
Skill development, that is one. TVET equips individuals with practical skill, enhancing employability. Economic growth. TVET contributes to Nigeria's economic growth by providing a skilled workforce. Innovation. TVET fosters innovation, entrepreneurship, and technological advancement.
This talks about quantity issue. We don't have enough of them. Before now, you see that most of our artisans, we import them. For some time ago, it's only recently that we started having some people doing POP. We had a lot of these Togolese, Ghanaians doing a lot of things for us. That's because our people are not well trained.
Have been building information modeling, right? With this building information modeling, you now know whether that building is constructible. Because there are some buildings that cannot be constructed. There are some buildings that cannot be maintained. But this building would enable you to know that. Can this building be constructed? Because that has been one of the reasons why some projects are being abandoned.
Professor Fabio appreciates Professor Ndayio's passion for research, Professor Isaac Dubem, the facilitator, and British Council for generously funding the collaborative project. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
The process of implementing the much talked about dual mandate of degrees and national certificate of education has commenced, with a national summit in Abuja on its operationality. The mandate is being spearheaded by the National Commission for Colleges of Education, Committee of Provosts, and the trade unions. The reports.
For decades, colleges of education partnered with universities to offer degree programs. And this does not come without its challenges. However, the story is set to change. Today, with full legislative backing and the Federal Colleges of Education Establishment Act No. 43 of 2023, signed into law by President Bola Tinubu, colleges of education now have the autonomy to run NCE and degree programs concurrently, with the aim of producing graduates well equipped to meet the education needs of the society.
This summit provides the ideal platform to reflect, dialogue, and the exchange of ideas among policymakers, academics, and practitioners.
The significance of this reform cannot be overstated. It will expand access for student teachers while producing graduates with both NCE and B.Ed qualifications, thereby making them more competent and versatile.
This innovative approach has the potential to increase access to quality education, improve lecturers, teachers' quality, and promote national development.
We may encounter practical challenges on the field challenges. For the National Assembly, we are always there, as we have always done.
To commemorate the implementation of the dual mandate system, awards of recognition were presented to the Ministers of Education and the Governor of Niger State for their commitment in advancing teacher education in Nigeria.
You are still watching NTO News at 10. More news will return after this break.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24-hour power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Dito kanyan, isikiri yakinemen mubunumpo mendo tamsitu kukara state nyan ye ake me ntonko kukara aku fahuti musiarifia koro ake menangandu bege irememo adu keri nambru fahuti mo kebenduse NTA channel 12 yo etumo ekoto nemenyan keri namami adi daritie kwa weneze kenkarika amamia itiaba abu yo ke minute erep meruop ndobiye yo kutemeng simbago di yakineme kebo kubok mamobok mam ase trupa nemenyan mbagi nengam poi bono iyem kot irongyan.
Glad to have you back. Now to the rest of our stories. 6th Battalion Nigerian Army Wellington Basi Barak Ibawa Abak has notified the public of a live firing exercise which began from Monday 18th to Friday 29th August 2025. The exercise is conducted at the Army Barracks Ibawa in Abak local government area from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. A release signed by Lieutenant A.J. Jigede for commanding officer indicates that since the exercise involves live ammunition, the public and inhabitants of Ibawa, Ikorokbong, Okon, Ikorofaga, Imbarakong, Itung, and Ikoranang villages are advised to keep off the range area throughout the duration of the exercise to avoid unwanted incidences. They are also to be calm and not panic, as it is a routine military exercise. It's 19th August and the world marked Humanitarian Day, a time to honor those who help others and to stand with the millions of people whose lives hang in the balance. In this report, Ruth Agwili takes a look at government interventions in bridging gaps from humanitarian crisis.
They're called to serve, service for humanity, providing succor to vulnerable groups in war-torn regions or disaster-torn communities. Today, the world celebrates their doggedness, resilience in the face of adversity, as they continue to strive for a better society. It is the World Humanitarian Day, a day to recognize and honor humanitarian workers while promoting advocacy to meet humanitarian needs globally. For Nigeria, the growing concern for displacement that continues to breed as a result of natural and man-made disasters continues to wreak havoc across communities, poses concern for the humanitarian actors.
Nigeria is bleeding, particularly in this area of displacement. For a country to have 6.7 Nigerians being displaced, you know that the magnitude is alarming.
We have developed and redirect the focus of the ministry towards providing durable solutions. The National Social Registrar should not be a permanent destination. So also our IDP camps should not be where people will remain there permanently. People staying in camp for more than 10 years, I don't think is acceptable.
This year's message on strengthening global solidarity and empowering local communities is a call to action for nations to adopt global approach by empowering communities to become self-reliant and build resilience, and the federal government, through the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, are taking deliberate steps to empower vulnerable groups through its diverse initiatives from skills to grants.
To ensure that one, there is emergency intervention fund that Mr. President granted approval to augment what is currently ongoing, to also work with the international community like the European Union. In the next few days, we are going to reach out to almost 2,199,000 91,000 Nigerians with a rapid cash transfer that will be to the tune of almost 54 billion through the National Social Investment Program Agency, the NSPA. Through our government enterprises and empowerment program, we are going to reach about 21,000 Nigerians who are going to be engaged during the dry season farming. They will be given a soft loan that is collateral free.
As the world celebrates this day, it is a call to action to protect those who really matters, who put their lives on the line. And for those who bear the brunt, it is a time for all to act for humanity. In Abuja, Ruth Aguele, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA News. Time to take another break. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afaga Fort, Over Back Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afaga Fort, Over Back Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
You're welcome back. For stories from the sporting world, let's now join Olumide Oguntola on sports updates.
Nigeria's D Tigers will face West African rival Senegal in a highly anticipated quarter-final showdown at the 2025 FIBA Afrobasket after the Lions sealed their place with a hard-fought playoff victory over South Sudan. Nigeria head into the clash after sweeping their group with 3 straight victories, including 99-90 victory over Cameroon. Nigeria vs Senegal quarter-final clash is scheduled for Wednesday. In football, Nigeria's home-based Super Eagles face a decisive test against Congo in their final group stage match at the ongoing African Nations Championship CHAN Tuesday. The Eric Chan tutored Eagles are going to the contest under intense pressure after back-to-back defeats to Senegal and Sudan. Meanwhile, Congo remains unbeaten after 2 consecutive draws.
This is the time for this guy. They need to show their quality and know the bad things.
In another development, in one of the largest youth gymnastic meets in Southern Africa, Team Nigeria, which includes NLNGRA and TIG International Club, excelled at the Centurion Gymnastics Center Club competition. Oluwapelu Milesami of NLNGRA won gold, describing her victory as a dream come true. Team TIG also won 2 gold, 5 silver and a bronze medal at the event.
I'm very
happy and shocked that I won. The kids did so well. Ayobami and Juan, they did so well. I am truly very grateful.
In tennis, Aryna Sabalenka commands the WTA rankings for yet another week, heading into US Open. Sabalenka has 11,225 points to her name at the moment. Iga Swiatek won the Cincinnati Open title without dropping a set, thus rising to number 2. Swiatek's rise to number 2 pushes Coco Gauff down a spot to number 3. With sports update, Olumide Eguntola, NT News.
And it is on that sporting note we end the news at 10. Many thanks for being a part of it. I remain Clement Barukui. A fresh package of NTOU news comes your way later in the day by 7 p.m. Do join us then.
Besтереми екуру карайбоя асоба йом мёнгфан мёng sang kwa kestet menam dungo e badmen syon fanatism me bofok kirenyen e tumbono adino fang were the College of Education unen adino were toriba ugang ni song ida mo ai ko member sanyi ni ba senemi min kere wisdom check up fang besтереми I know you, and I could carastere mebo ya sop. A crebo ke yo mfna at sank mem me sankwa. Ya mention sum pomfen kesteremi. Ado iturate mara no run, ku fam besteremi. Akodo wasikinam ya mbembere ni fioba nutmami.
Ida woda non ko karuran ku fam bestet nyin ma iturate megatangeko. Anya ma bokana me pai pe dongo ki songa seke kame bommo sango kwa ke o wak abianga anyodo sogodo ndudu ama atbe inu anko ibara basemong owongo ke miedinam awi kana bai nie etimmo afonno sembono wenwon anya maso sinu yokoro kara abo yokara ekmane temmenam ke na ke se bommo edi ngo kente waterboard ado mo ke seke fon me wokidem o song me bombere ke tangeko e ma ebo ke na mpo ba idara mi ke tuko monge ke seke bo ke mbenu son e di ro kente pai bon water ki kom bakara ke na ngadi biang idara mi bara baba mboro we dis ni dem ke utepe monge nye di ro kente bo ho ke nam memmo mo so ifonno se wonwon ya o kare krebo ke di ma enenge mpo ebun ke fang utepe bo ho ya di ngo monge nye tepe ke di fon ki dem wo iko ta tangi ko ku fong be state ni tu de mo tong aketanga anya ma ko mai toro etam nanga abenu ton ne menyem adi aboke afone tieti nko ya clark akrebo ke sidu biere ami mo no ro ke tu ko na pe enengem ko bun ke afang na pe enam mo nge sango kwa awo ngo ke state temi ya anya wede no kamukara state nyin abo kemi mo minyem ya mane ke nengem kwa boni tiente do ke mo esango kwa ama abianga ya do ke krebo ke diong bang mo esango kwa aso baba ke state mi sem mewo ebo enwon ke mo yendo ama se fonetieti akan mo nye diong ke ntem mo bohu ku yon se ka kono kombu NTA
Unana mem kwa the digital technology memfna ona di diana ke nyong nam yam bunu we ni fyo ba mem sion kwa se be nam ka fa ba fo adi ben bun si mi di on gutum nam tum ye men sion fna fet ado mem kwa se ba re bo ke nyedo moy do ngo kwa fna ke me bo fo ke den ami edo se ke nam ya di on kini ke ni ne me ye ma kombok adi tang ba monen ke ba fa ndungo u fong wen tai fyo yo enire me u fong wen tai fyo Edinburgh Ado British Council National Transitional Education Grant Project ado se kamenam tomorrow ay kombo mi to kombo ni
akbana daw son ke fang do tumunam dungo do tay fiori manu lak pa bio tangabo Kenduan de Moikinama Adumbaturu, Idiom Mofausong, now I come at one, Kerfang Lutum, Ubo, Kerfang, Ubofo. Baturu, and you have been Lutumaniadion at the digital technology, isn't good to me. Yamaka is so time soon and some more near Kerfang Lutum, Ndung me, and do Adinam Yanutum for Sonora, Buno Waken a wana, Bunfen and you utumenam, Kerfang Lutum, Ubofo. Yem Bunfen say Idiana Meninam doing me, and my Kaisu, a tang Muforana, Tembuno, able whip, mentions Houston. Kaban lutum, ubo mempo. Atay fiok pabio, ama kom. Atay fiok ndayo, kima yenira, adinam. Yak metis ainam duo. Atay fiok, Isaac dubem, aben no fang wen tay fiok uyo, agadian mo fang wen tay fiok eden bed. Okoro, eboridion te British Council, kenanga, esio koisen, ken duomi, ekenama, no krunen. Wisdom.
Ukang yin bon de trem bu ba sa na mi ro tu mu bra yon ka ren ka itia ba di ko pa men bo fa ni to nyen tu tu ne ro